Thank you again for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen, as the game has begun. We'll be able to get you into the action here. It's game 2 between EXTREMUM and Winstrike. So let's see if EXTREMUM can give it a better shot than they could in game 1, as game 1 was very, very rough.
Yeah, I think they should. They just, like, based on what I see with their heroes, like how they actually can counteract a little bit of Winstrike, it should be much better. They actually have ways to fight as well too, with like Death Prophet ult and all that. But we'll see. We'll see if it all does end up that way. As I think Kyle was the one who said it. It really did look like Winstrike was on an absolutely different caliber in comparison to with the way that they played. Not just because of the outdraft, but because of how they manipulated the game.
Yeah, it feels like a game where, I mean, I guess he's got to watch out for the silence, the DP, the Fisher, the Shaker. But other than that, for Pantomime, I feel like he's going to have the chance to keep his position pretty safe and always be ready to prepare and provide the backup that his cores are going to require.
Agreed. It's going to take some time for EXTREMUM to be able to get into the backlines. Yeah. It's like Razor has to have a really solid game for him to just be able to charge through all the action that's happening in the front, the Mars, the Slaughter, the Troll. So yeah, it's either that or they need that Blink Dagger on the Shaker, which, as we know, that's going to take a very, very long time for the most part. Winstrike, same thing they did last game. Claim themselves a high ground, get a very early deep ward. Level 1 smoke as well, that we saw the secondary time. So they'll get themselves 2 bounties, 2 for 2.
No, they'll probably get the 3 actually here,
Actually
right?
going to the 3rd,
yeah.
actually. I thought they actually walked up. Okay, yeah, they're actually going to get the 3rd.
I know,
nice.
EXTREMUM didn't want to risk stepping up there. I guess not quite knowing how, if the entirety of Winstrike was over their half of the map or if they split up. And we'll see some of these.
Well, it'll stay there.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, someone might find that, might get the double here at 3 minutes in. Nobody goes to pick that one up. And let's say, yeah, see if Melo could have a bit of a better job at maybe slowing down Rebel's game earlier, or at least being able to punish his rotations. Of course, this DP, at least a hero that if Mars does try and make those moves to the side lanes at level 6, DP can start putting the pressure onto the tower, which was, of course, something that EXTREMUM struggled with last game, as they barely got any towers or objectives away from Winstrike. Now they've at least got a good hero to rally around and do it with.
Yeah, I want to see how this matchup ends up too, because last game, Rebel, he took over the matchup as this Mars. I think he's gonna have a pretty decent one in mid, but Melojo at least just has Gift Spirit Siphon, so like you'll always be able to get a good chunk out of this here.
Yeah, I think Melojo's gonna have a good chance of just having a better impact across the board here.
Yeah.
But
does have to watch out, as we said. There's a lot of fragility issues that could happen in this game pretty quickly. You need a lot of different things on your Death Prophet. You want your Euls probably still in the game just to cover yourself, but you need armor. This is going to be a very big thing that we're going to keep saying about this game, is just armor, armor, armor on the side of Radiant.
So far, looking at what we have on each side of the map, we're seeing
interesting.
Top lane. What we got?
Oh, this is the way that they're setting up the pull. It's Dyrachyo pulling, and the Oracle was actually farming the lane because the Troll was having trouble contesting a couple last hits. So he gets 1 or 2 on the Oracle, and he even gets himself a courier now walking in.
All right, I guess, yeah, just a little concerned about laning against the Razor and the static link. Wanting to go for the easier option. I
like seeing like little things like that, right? It can help. Sure, you don't get drained. Your Oracle gets like 1 or 2 last hits.
See so far down bottom. Pretty even start here for Cheshire Cat and Nefrit.
Yep.
And both cores in this lane seeming to, they have got enabling support. This Lion Slaughter easily run down someone at the same time. Lifesteal, if he gets buffed up by the Grimstroke, he's going to be charging straight in for the Lion.
I love Lion. Just watching this hero on lane is just so satisfying too. Your animation, your attack, it's so nice. They're even going to get the side pull off down here as I am staring at that Lion, so they'll be able to reset lane positioning. But G also gets a stacked pull off, so some good stuff coming out from both sides right now.
It's early days, but already feeling a little better for EXTREMUM compared to what they were starting off with in game 1. Now, all 3 cores getting to farm. Nobody to die quite yet. That's a nice peaceful beginning that nobody's missing out on anything on.
Yeah, And Shashlo is going to be able to apply some pressure. He is slowing down the troll very tiny bit. He's missing a couple of assets, and I like that he did this. He started with Stick, immediately upgrades it to the Wand, buys the Raindrop. With that Raindrop, there is no way he's going to die up here. Once it gets to him, it's just going to be able to deny all that little bit of damage that Winstrike does have.
Going on Pantomime here, but Panto's still got the Salve, so he's going to be fine against this. And is trading with the troll up top enough, though? Like, do you need to be seeing this Razor and Shaker actually getting kills and slowing down his farm a little more? Like, when you draft this sort of lane, is an even trade good enough?
I think they want to go for a kill soon. I think as soon as he hits level 4 on Shashlo, then they have like the level 2 Link. It's a lot more threatening. The level 1 Link is just not really the most powerful and to slow down that troll. Once he has 2, they'll be able to actually do more, I feel like. But yeah, they want to apply more. They don't want this troll to be the top CSer. Yeah, and not getting all these denies either. No.
And now that the levels are in for Draccio, he's barely missing a creep up hit, as he's not getting slowed down at all at the moment by Shashlo and Chu.
They all have boots. Everyone just got boots up here. So the Razor of Shashlo, he actually can't stick on targets. Even though he has his own boots, they're a bit speedy. Now the Fissure, pretty good. Panto will be okay.
Well, I mean, that should miss out on some creeps for this next creep wave with the damage being taken away. He's low on the mana as well, so only had the one ability able to spam. So it's come to an end, so not really missing out on too much whatsoever. Chu, he's going to try and make a movement over towards the mid with the smoke. See if he can set up onto Relbel, but Relbel's pretty tanky.
He's not 6 yet. Mello is 6. They actually could get this with a really good Fissure.
Yeah, they could commit in. Let's see if they can find the angle to try for it. Relbel's being careful. The ping comes out on mid. I think
he sees it.
Yeah, they know what's up.
They're even rotating immediately. We see the Oracle starting to get in position. Not with a TP. He's saving his TP.
Yeah. Now they want EXTREMUM to go.
Yeah. He's about to hit 6 on the Mars too. Another TP. Now G is the one swinging over as he knows the supports are here.
So to start the move, Relbel's going to immediately push back Mello.
Not too shabby though. He still has Exorcism running for the tower. They have Catapult going too. Rebel, he's going to try to get that creep aggro. Try to slow down that push a little bit here.
Let's see how much damage you can get done to the tower here with this Ghost. They still do have the 3 of them here. Ooh.
Oof.
Well, he tries Rebel, but not quite. Not quite.
Off the mark, I think EXTREMUM should be pretty damn happy with all this happening. We have Shashlo, the Razor in a 1v1 versus the Troll right now. You have Lifestealer in a 1v1 versus the Slardar too, and you're forcing these reactions. This is what they want to be doing. They got about half damage on the tower too. Not too bad for the first Catapult rotation. And of course, Mars missed the ult, so not bad, not bad. Yamich should be able to find this D ward, as we did see 2 wards placed around the mid lane from EXTREMUM. So a nice little gold influx for him. And he stacks. Very nice. Good efficient move from the support here.
Now we got bottom. Cheshire Cat, no surprise from the build that he's got queued up. The blinking is the Solar Crest.
Yep. And very standard now at this point.
What are we going to have from Nefra? He is going to stick to the Armlet Lifestealer.
Armlet, yeah, you have to versus Slardar as well. And it's the best item on strength melees in the game now at this point.
I know, it has had quite a few buffs over the patches.
Yeah, it feels so nice. It feels so nice, actually, on almost any strength melee. As we see, he actually commits the point into Ghoul Frenzy. Does not actually take Infest. Doesn't even save a skill point for it, in fact.
All right. It's top lane. I'll get the drain on to Draccio, but he's got the movement speed to back off. So definitely been a bit of a nuisance for the Troll, but not really slowing down Draccio's farm.
Tiny little bit. He is level 5. Now he's hit 6. Shashlo has a significant experience advantage at the moment.
So the ult is going to come to an end, though, on Shashlo.
Yeah.
So Draccio, he'll be fine. Just continue to clean up the waves as they come in under the tower. No real way for EXTREMUM to dive in and pressure him at this moment.
Looks like Rebel will be the one who actually takes the stacks. He's not going to actually leave it for that Troll. He wants to get himself that farm. That level is just a little bit faster since he did whiff that first Mars ult.
Very quiet opening there.
It is very quiet. 0-0.
Nobody's dying.
No, everyone's just chilling. They're just playing their lanes, playing the farm. We saw the rotation of 3 to mid. Maybe we'll see another big rotation either now that there's an exorcism available or maybe wait for catapult. Looks like EXTREMUM wants to go for this tower here.
Yeah, I think Melo
Rebel doing some scouting.
I mean, we saw last time they were able to do a fair bit of damage to the tower, and Winstrike at the moment not with the best ways to blow up the Death Prophet. Maybe if they bring over Cheshire Cat and they can amp him up. We'll actually see the two of them here are going to step into a setup for the arena, but they're going to look to try and turn onto Rebel. Rebel's got the backup of Pantomime and Yamich, though. They turn with the stun, they take down G. As the three of them trying to turn and fight into the Mars, but just a bit too tanky at the moment. They don't have the burst to take him down, especially when he's got the backup of Panto and the Oracle behind him.
And a weird angle of approach, both supports running on top of each other at the angle where Yamich just dewarded. So they just walked right next to each other, right on top of Rebel, and he just gets a free setup for his ulti. That was quite a big mistake from the two supports, not being separated as bottom.
I think
they can actually just get him.
They've got him.
He's dead.
Playing well, he was obviously amped up, and they had the vision. Yamich, he was ready with the setup, hiding in the trees, and he just gets caught out by the setup from the Lion. He wasn't ready for that Earth Spike. Didn't expect it at all. Or maybe he felt that he didn't need to worry about it because he didn't think he could get sort of 100 to 0. But it's a lot of lockdown, the Lion and the Slardar.
That was beautiful. But you wouldn't expect the Lifestealer to die at this point when he's had such a decent start. But yeah.
Oh, see TP's coming in. Diving pretty deep here, Cheshire Cat and Yamich. As Chu and Shashlo are here with the backup. And Cheshire Cat, is there any way he can run away from this? The Embrace, the Link's on him. It's pretty speedy, but they'll catch him. Shashlo able to slow him down, kill him off as the TP's in. Will punish Winstrike for getting a little greedy there with that dive.
I'm surprised he actually went forward so far to try to go for that Grim under the tower, but does get punished. Does force some moves. As Rebel just continues to spam the wave. So he's not really even like looking to spear the death. Probably just killing the wave, trying to slow down that push in mid. His catapult is just going to walk into the tower. It's going to die.
I've got to be a little careful now with the Lion having 6. If Rebel can find that catch with the arena, Yamich is going to be able to step in and burst them. They'll look to set up with the smoke for this situation.
Still sitting around the area, but yeah, Melo could just instantly die, and they have no way to really protect him.
If they get this up, he's not ready for this smoke.
He is gonna die.
Yeah, backups inbound. G's trying to help out, but he's only got himself caught in the arena as well as they burst the Death Prophet, and they'll take down G as well. A smooth smoke there as they use that good timing on the level 6 and the power of the burst that Yamich can offer.
And you couldn't ask for a better timing, really. The smoke rotation as the Yules is getting delivered to the Death Prophet. Potentially, if she has it first, maybe she's able to find some pivot play where she insta Yules or something, but nope. They get the kill, and it's a big one. Yeah, now they can maybe hit the tower a little bit, and now they're still a little too afraid.
We'll see it again here. Just feeling confident with the vision he had here during the daytime, with the smoke, catching him off guard, and nothing that G could do to help out there. Just caught in the arena as well.
Yeah, playing Death Prophet without a save for the majority of the game is going to be tough. Thankfully, later on, we may see some like Infest to jump in to heal him up and stuff like that to counteract some of those bursts. And he will have probably like Grimstroke Shard to do like the basic Dispel and the healing, but it's tough as top. Free kill, nice from Chu.
And the tier 1 in the mid is just a push away from falling.
Oh, I actually like this build that I'm seeing from Shashlo. It's different. He's got Falcon Blade in treads, and then he's going for Solar Crest himself. As we said, they're going to need one early, so I like that he's moved the priority up as this Razor. It's a little unorthodox, but appropriate in this game, it feels like. His mid.
Oh, Melio's going to go for it here. With the Yule setup, Panto's there to hold him back, and he won't get the kill, but he should get the tower. Here's the tower. Put the fortify. I mean, they have got arena. So if Winstrike want to try and take a fight. I mean, they're keeping the tower alive.
It's in deny range, but yeah, Cheshire Cat rotates over to make sure that they can't actually get the guarantee, and now no Exorcism. You can definitely see Winstrike look to hit back That's pretty much, I mean, that's like the majority of the damage that really does come from EXTREMUM in the early game.
Yeah, this is at least sort of 3 efforts around the mid with the exorcism, 3 times by now. And the tower still remains. Damage has been done, but Winstrike doing a good job to really limit what EXTREMUM was able to pick up in this early game.
Yep, buy themselves some time for the troll to get back online at a decent time, decent pacing for the battlefield, which he is going to have. Even though he was laning versus the Razor, it's going to be pretty early. He's going to have it done probably within the next minute or so. Not the slowest, or not the fastest, but not the slowest either by any means. As they still keep hunting Yamich. They know he wants to just farm a Blink Dagger freely up here. He's farming pretty well on the Lion, but whenever you see those 5 positions or 4 positions sitting in the lanes by themselves, always want to try to get a punish.
Especially when they have sort of the double blink combo of him and Cheshire Cat.
He's got the blink on Cheshire. Pretty good timing, honestly.
So now that the mid defense gets even stronger. And this time around, there's no fortification. Shastro, he's going to get caught in the arena, but the silence comes out to stop the spear follow-up. And then we'll get the tower. This time round, Winstrike not able to stop it from falling.
Shashlo's the one who wants to get initiated on. He's this 1900 health, 14 armor, just beefcake that he has to be for Melo. He has to just be that front one to get the brute force of action that goes on to him. This Winstrike, they're going to go for a smoke anyway. Troll going to continue farming, but Cheshire Cat, like we said, Slardar, you're not about pushing lanes, you're not about farming, you're about hunting and killing.
This Lifestealer better watch out. Nefrit, he's farming this camp. They're going to get vision of him here. He's out. Ooh. He's away, and they won't get the catch. Nefrit.
They'll get the D ward, though. If he didn't have that ward there, he's like 90%
he's getting caught.
That ward just covered him. So it gives time to chew. As he gets all that information of them rotating top, he can now farm a little bit toward his Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker finally, getting some freedom. 0-0-3. He's had a very quiet kind of game, but he's done his damage, involved in all the kills so far.
Jiracho, he's just charging down it. He's just going in onto Chew. I mean, Shashlo's there at the side of him. We've got TPs coming in, so Jiracho, knowing that he won't die. In fact, Cheshire Cat's coming in with the backup. He's going to be able to jump in. Towards Shashlo. Good Fisher from Chew will block the 3 of them back. Cheshire Cat, he's actually still going to look to move in on this.
Thinking about it.
Extra backup comes in. Melojul comes in with the silence down to the 2 of them. Winstrike's got to back away. But the Yules setting up, actually blowing the Echo Slam here to take down Panzerman. So, I mean, that's a lot for an Oracle, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, they got him. Melo now can at least hit the tower a little bit here, and as he solar crested up. Just maybe because of the pace of the game, they're just like, whatever, I throw some ults out at this point, like nothing's happening anyway. But yeah, no Echo Slam now for 2 minutes it's going to be.
Cheshire Cat's going to get the jump in. Arena's down, the front Fisher out, they got the silence down to the 2 of them. Cheshire Cat getting taken down by this Phantom's Embrace. In fact, he's gone. They can't commit for the kill onto Melojul with backup, and numbers are there on EXTREMUM. A nice Soulbind and double silence just stops any follow-up from Winstrike's combo.
They'll get the deny at the very least, but another nice hit from EXTREMUM. And yeah, just a completely different game as we saw from the first one, as they're actually able to play Dota with their heroes this time around rather than being fully countered. And yeah, some good itemization and just good overall movements. I don't mind that Echo Slam at all, as Chew he's gonna have Blink Dagger now in like 1 or 2 waves. And that all kicked off because, Dyrachyo, he saw this Earthshaker farming bottom alone, right? So he wanted to try to slow him down, try to kill him before he gets Blink. It actually ends up hurting them quite a bit because of all these next follow-up moves. Who got the Philly? EXTREMUM has got the Philly. Very nice.
Who's going to be holding that? Chew?
Chew already has his Blink. You might maybe actually give that one to G in a moment, just so he can get that shard at a good timing and maybe get an actual Aether Lenses.
Look at this, though. This is one of the wonderful things about having a Slardar and a Troll. The 2 of them, a perfect duo to take down Roche no matter what's going on in the game, as they take it very, very quickly and easily. And just now on Drachia.
Very smart, too, right? Echo Slam down, Exorcism down. They know they have the freedom to be able to walk in there this time around. That's mid. Rebel has BKB and a DD.
Well, they're going to get the arena onto the 2 of them. Yeah, Rebel's ready to go. BKB's DD popped as Houston moves straight in onto Shashlo and Melody. That's the 2 cores gone.
And G.
I mean, that all happened ever so fast for EXTREMUM. They weren't ready for that one bit. Winstrike just step up and take down 3 heroes.
He just walked in too. This is not a blink dagger, Mars. He just walked in from the side and just got the ulti on the 2 of them, even though he was slowed from the Razor. Just perfect.
I guess they just didn't expect him to commit or to make that move.
I guess not, and they stacked up really hard and still didn't have any of their big ultis or anything to protect. Chu, he's got blink at the ready with the light side, but he actually gets jumped himself.
Yeah, they will turn quickly, Yamage. He will fall to Nefra. They pop the Echo Slam down onto Cheshire Cat, and they've got the save. False Promise comes out, but Pantomime goes down. Nefra committing onto Cheshire Cat. We'll see them jump forward, continue to chase him. He will live long enough to get the blink off and get out of there, but not a bad turnaround, considering that was a situation where, Winstrike, they were the ones trying to make the jump as they spotted EXTREMUM. EXTREMUM will still get away with getting 2 kills, not losing their lives themselves. And Nefra's pretty much got the AC done, so he's going to have that build-up of armor against this Slardar. Very nice. And I guess, they did not expect that Infest inside of the Shaker. They probably thought he was alone, but get fully turned on. And I think Cheshire Cat lived solely because of Essence Ring there, just increasing his health just over a bit. Yeah, we see it here, Yamage. It looked like a nice quick jump into the trees, but nasty surprise hitting them as Nefrit getting a good amount out of that turnaround and keeping him in a very good place as the Lifestealer. Very much up there at the top and hitting fast timings.
They needed that. They needed something to come back after that big hit, though, because they were up like what, almost 4,000 gold, and then that big ulti from the Mars from Rebel kind of smashed down their entire lead. So it's good that they got that. Now Rebel, he has himself his Blink Dagger, also the God's Rebuke talent. Doesn't go for the armor. He's all about that damage.
Oh, we have the patch fastest on a Lifesteal AC, no surprise. This was pushed up in priority on Nefrit's build, and understandably so against all the physical that's coming out. Winstrike, they're going to get jumped at Chu. It's over towards Rebel, but Rebel puts the BKB, gets in the arenas down. He's caught the 4 of them. They're going to get Yamage in with the angle at the side. They're focusing down G. G will fall. Nefrit now going towards the Slardar, trying to bring down Cheshire Cat, but it's 3 dead. Jirachio is going to chase Shashlo out of the fight, splitting him away from the Lifestealer because he has no damage at all as it's been completely taken away from him by the Razor. And bring him down once. We'll actually see the Lifestealer able to get out with a Rage TP. Jirachio's going to go to Shashlo for a second time, and Shashlo is relying on the Yules and the Static Link. And that will be enough to still allow him to walk away.
Oh, I think I just learned something new. Did you know that? Fervor continues through death because he still had the stacks from attacking the Troll. From attacking the Razor. So when he respawned, he still had 12 stacks of Fervor. I didn't know that it actually worked that way.
Yeah, no, I guess that's interesting because it is a buff rather than a debuff, isn't it?
Right? Like, wouldn't you? Like, you would die, but it cannot be dispelled. I guess not even death removes the Fervor. Okay, I actually did not know that one. It's a big hit, Winstrike. They come back just way too clumped on the side of EXTREMUM. Rebel, he did get the perfect opportunity, though. And that was an Arcane Rune jump that he gets the 3 of them all connected. Exorcism was popped as well, too. So EXTREMUM, they get hurt quite a bit from that loss. I didn't see that wrong, did I? I don't know. Maybe I did with the Fervor, but...
I think you might be right. I feel there's definitely other things that can't be dispelled, and that does include death, not being able to dispel them from yourself.
Yeah. As we see DD Rune, did it just get denied down bottom? Or who grabbed it? Did it get in the bottle? It just got denied.
EXTREMUM, they've got to be careful about the next move. They do have all their ults ready to go. A 4K lead now.
Rebel just go straight for the Deso. So, minus armor, minus armor, minus armor. Might as well get some more to counteract the AC. They're going to probably want an AC of their own at some point afterwards for Rebel, but that'll be down the line.
Yeah, she's just going for his BKB next to help deal with the silences that are coming out from the mid lane. Chu, it's a good jump with the Echo, straight in onto the Mars. They take him down. Cheshire Cat, he's on the run, but they'll get him as well. A lovely jump there from the shadows. Chu setting it up.
They caught them kind of sleeping at the wheel there. The 2 cores farming the same wave on the enemy, enemy side of the map past the river. They were just literally hitting creeps together. So great move by by EXTREMUM, but Winstrike maybe letting up a little bit, not being that focused at the moment, getting caught out like that.
Dota2, 400 gold off the BKB, and then we'll see sort of how much easier of a fight you can have. Still, the static link will of course be an issue. I'm just going to sort of hope that someone else has gone in first, that the Razor's been tempted to link, but you can imagine most of the time Shashlo is going to be saving that static link for the trial.
Yeah, Winstrike's got to get the initial just disables. They don't even have to per se kill Shashlo, but if they can just stop him from casting Link for the majority of the fight, then we can see that troll definitely just pop off. And they have a lot of control.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thank you, my beauties.
Looks like they're going to smoke. They've got that BKB. They're definitely looking to fight right now, especially because Echo Slam's still on cooldown for quite some time. 50 seconds without that. They're just going to smoke blindly. Extremely aggressive. Actually, they do have the one ward. Sorry about that. They see G, so they're just in, and that's probably going to be a pretty easy kill for them.
Rebel. He's actually going to get the catch onto Melojul. He's going to set up with the arena. Melo's gone. He can't get out of this.
He's dead.
Sort of multiple times where we've seen Rebel just, that maybe not get the initial jump, but just able to run people down and catch them in the arena as they're not able to get away quick enough.
And that one deep ward that they do have on the map, it benefits big time. You know, you just see both of these heroes positioning split.
Whoa.
Nice fissure, trapping Dota2.
Yeah, they're going to get a nice link out of this. Okay, we'll manage to break a good bit of it here with the force from Yamich.
And I think they're happy. They're going to back up.
They're still just maintaining this lead, but EXTREMUM, they've got the ults. They're heading out. Echo Slam. No DP, but this may cause Winstrike to not expect this. Chewy's in, actually dropping everything onto the Oracle. I mean, the Oracle, very, very dead. We'll see if they can get Rebel as well. They can. A good long duration stun, leaving no chance for Rebel to counterplay.
Can they get lucky and get a Roche respawn as fast as possible? That would be super fortunate for EXTREMUM. They'd be able to go for it pretty much right away. And they need it, because otherwise Winstrike, for the most part this game, Winstrike is always going to have that control around Roche because of how fast they kill it. But let's see what the timer is. It's 2 minutes. How unfortunate for them.
Yeah, Chew was checking it out, but he won't find the chance to have a shot whilst Winstrike are down and out the sides.
At least it'll give him time to have Echo Slam back up when Roche is up as well, too. So, and maybe making another hit here.
They're going to try for Cheshire Cat. And again, Yamich able to break the combo with the force, getting him back to safety.
And they have to just keep... The sad thing right now, too, is that you have to keep checking the area. Because right now, you're like, we have a chance maybe to get Roche. We have a chance maybe to get Roche, but you can't now with couriers. So you actually have to keep your body there physically to be scouting out that Roche, which you know, as soon as it spawns, like Winstrike, they're going to kill it so quick if they are in the area. So got to stay in this perimeter pretty much as EXTREMUM. Even if bottom is pushing in, you have to stay up here. Aeon Disc now for Melo, so he won't get popped as quickly.
See if they're still tempted to jump as Cheshire Cat and Dracho do watch from the side, but both teams going to be very cautious with the next move, as a lost team fight will probably mean a lost Roshan.
Yep. Yeah, and Melo, he has to be careful too of just an unfortunate scenario that could happen for him. You know, he could get gone on and then a purge comes in from the Oracle as soon as his Aeon Disc gets procced. So they have to be a little cautious even with an Aeon Disc on this Death Prophet, because there is an Oracle.
Hey, Shashlo, he's going to show himself on the wave.
He is so far. Did he not get he didn't get a glimpse of him for a second there. He actually got away from the move speed. Whew. And that'll be pretty much his BKB on the Razor. So now those links are going to be a lot more difficult for Winstrike to interrupt, unless they just get the Force Staff to push him away. But Shashlo can have a lot more freedom of just baiting the spells onto him and giving maybe opportunities for Melojul to actually do stuff in the fights. As we've been seeing, this Death Prophet is really suffering, unable to really get much off most of the time. Arcane Rune and Quickening Charm, though, on this Death Prophet now, too, for the next fight.
Oh, they've definitely got some good stuff to throw out around the Roche Pit fight. The Echo and the Exorcism. Winstrike may still have the lead in gold, and Troll does continue to farm it at quite a bit better pace than that of the Lifestealer. 4K lead right now for him.
His matchup stays being pretty good too. Like, it just continues to get better and better versus that Lifestealer. He just has to watch out for Razor for the most part. So all these items, every item that he picks up on Troll is just that much more beneficial compared to like Lifestealer in comparison. Sure, Lifestealer has Halberd, which is good versus Troll, but it's different in that kind of way. As Mello, he shows himself.
I mean, they're being careful with Winstrike.
Yeah.
I don't want to quite blindly jump the DP. As they know that with nobody showing on the side lanes, EXTREMUM, they'll be completely behind him.
Scan comes out just in case. They will catch them there. And EXTREMUM, I like the patience though. They've literally just sat here for what, like 90 plus 2 minutes, like 90 plus seconds to 2 minutes or something. They understand how the map has to be. Like, this is how they have to play around this Roche and this high ground. As a gem, looks like it was picked up on the side of Winstrike, I believe. It's all going to be up to these initiations. Mello steps forward.
They're in on it. I see the counterplay with the Soul Bind. Look at the two of them. Choose going to get in with the Echo Stun. They make the jump over towards the Slaughter. Can they quite burst in those? He's still escaping. The follow-up stun is there. They will manage to take down Cheshire Cat. Arena gets dropped. Mello will be held to the side. Shashlo continues to push on over towards Panto. They'll bring down the Oracle. It's 2 down on Winstrike. 2 buybacks coming out immediately, though, from them as they're looking to turn. Dracho popping the ult, turns over towards the Razor. Chu comes in with the stun control. Shashlo, can he get out? He can't. The damage is done. They'll lose the Razor. Dracho, who's he going to look towards next? Nefra committing with the Rage. Silence comes out, but it's the second killer for the Troll. False Promise comes out just in time for Dracho to continue to fight on top of the DP as the Death Prophet getting fully focused, taken out, triple kill for Duracio's. Winstrike with smart buybacks. They keep the fight going, the finger into the spear, they lock him down. It's another one for the Troll. Ultra kill for Duracio as Winstrike, they fully focus those buybacks coming in clutch. It gives them the power to overtake it's the side of EXTREMUM and the team fight, and now Roshan is theirs.
Honest, some of the better buybacks I think I've seen in quite a long time. These two just completely clutched it out. I thought it was like actually looking pretty scary because Duracio had popped his ult a little bit aggressively. Looks like he was getting turned, but bam. Oracle shows up, Slaughter shows up. They turned the whole fight. And EXTREMUM maybe overextending a bit much after they did see those buybacks because that Mars ulti, it kind of whiffed, but they really wanted to take the fight with that Death Prophet ulti going. I actually saw some, this is really like little thing that I saw in the fight, but could have made all the difference was Death Prophet backpacked the Aeon disc when the Troll was initially going on him. So that, because I think Winstrike was trying to proc it and then make it go afterwards. So he backpacked it and then looked for the reset by putting it back in, and it ended up not working out, but it was a cool little thing I definitely wanted to point out that I saw him do.
And we'll see after that Roshan shard on Dracio. He's going to have the ability to, honestly, probably most of the time his attack speed is going to be nice, but given his allies the status resistance could be pretty big against the silence and stun lockdown that EXTREMUM have. But we see this fight again, and just a fantastic turnaround from Winstrike in a situation that looked to be going south pretty quickly. At buybacks, no hesitation, and everything just gets a little too split up for EXTREMUM. You know, Shashlo fully committing, and Dracio just having the fantastic lineup around him that just enables him and gives him the space to turn things around.
Yeah. It's all about Troll this game, right? Even from both sides. It's all about like limiting the Troll's damage. One side's about buffing the Troll's damage. As we see Duracio, he pops the Rampage.
He's going to lose pretty much the entirety there to the full link. Can Shashlo actually do anything with this though? Still hard with that Aegis on Duracio, cheese on the Mars.
Winstrike's super ready for the fight now at this point.
A 12K
all these fights,
lead now.
They've done just such a good job of like it's these resets and everything. Where you see EXTREMUM, they do have some ways to do damage if they can keep people inside of it. But yeah, Winstrike, there's really good jobs of how they do execute these. As the Echo.
Chu! He's in with the Echo. He's been able to blow up Yamage. They'll turn over towards the Troll, but the false promise comes out. Dracho, he can't fight back at the moment. He's down 120 damage to the static link. The rest of them are out of there. I mean, okay, but Panto's not. He will get left behind, so they'll lose the 2 supports. Shoot, does have the Fisher control. Dracho's going to go for the BKB TP out, and there's nothing to stop it. So, all things said and done, ultimates committed there by EXTREMUM. They will push back Winstrike, but only getting the 2 supports. They don't find anything more there for their efforts.
They didn't find the gem either. The Lion actually had the gem. Look at this courier right now. I see Lion's courier right now in the Radiant jungle. It's attempting to look for it. I think he's going to get it. Look at it. Secret agent courier coming in. Yeah, he's going to get his gem back. So, all right. They may have lost the supports, but the big thing was recovered, at least in the end of it all.
Very nicely done there by Yamich.
Beautiful.
And it is a pushback by EXTREMUM, but still, they need a little bit more than that to turn this lead around that the Winstrike's got going. And
this troll is just so massive. He's level 25 too, so he's got the strong dispel, so they can't 100 to 0 him ever. He's got the satanic for the basic dispel, as well as all the turning and healing and everything. He's got the rampage for the extra status resist and all that too. He is gonna be a tough cookie to crack. They're going to have to somehow isolate this troll and completely, and they just have to keep finding access into backlines. If EXTREMUM wants any hope in the game, they have to get on the Oracle. They have to get on the Lion like they did this last fight.
No, and he's been so smart with his positioning. 7-0-6. They've not been able to get him all game.
And he's got Abyssal now, so another form of lockdown and control. He's got the Ags queued up next. A lot of different fun things that he can dispel, and more dispels on dispels on dispels, as we're saying. Even being able to dispel Aeon Disc, right? Even the active that does pop from Aeon Disc, you throw Axis at it, you can dispel it. So eventually we'll get to that point, as it will still take some time for him to farm it, but another Abyssal. Double Abyssals on the side of Winstrike.
Yeah, they're going to be so hard for EXTREMUM.
This poor Lifestealer now has lots of different forms of BKB control that he has to worry about, not just the bash that was there before.
Shash, though, if he steps up and farms this top wave, he could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to show.
Oh my god.
But they're going to ignore him, actually. They're going to keep sweeping over.
G?
Maybe they get Shashlo on the way back. They do. Shashlo is on the way back home, but they're ready to put a stop to his way over.
Top tower is under attack.
And the scan, it comes out. It hits all of EXTREMUM. EXTREMUM playing around a ward at the moment. And Winstrike, they're looking at objectives. Rebel, he'll keep an illusion over here. He'll send one in for some information. Maybe a bait. Oh god, if they jump this illusion.
Oh, they won't.
Oh god.
They won't. They know.
He has... Oh,
they don't know. They know now. So no echo.
Well, they know now. At least they didn't echo it.
Yeah. He kept it cool. He knew.
Now they'll see the real Mars. He revealed himself in mid, so they're looking to set up around him with the Shadow Amulet. Shu, waiting for something, as they do know the rest of the team is up top. Mello has to be quite careful how he shows himself up here.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And the final outer tower there being taken down by Winstrike.
And now they claim the possession of this high ground. They put the gem down to check out where that ward is. They know it's up there. They drop it one more time to get vision, I believe. Never mind, Yamich just jumps up.
Yamich just dead. So I'll take that.
He's like, I got a 4-step. They're not going on me here anyway.
He's good. Now blink on Panto as well. So the saves. I mean, how on earth do you ever commit onto this troll?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah. How do you kill him?
So big. Like, he's almost double the net worth of the Lifestealer at this point. Like, it's a tough matchup for Lifestealer as is. Throw all the buffs and whatnot on top too that this troll is receiving from his team, plus the rampage that he's gotten. Now they have -4 more armor on the Slaughter too. This is going to be really tough for EXTREMUM to ever kill him, it feels like.
He's just so far ahead there. What we see as well already was getting a good lead against the farm of the Lifestealer, but that, I mean, of course, that ultra kill in the mid just set him just a whole nother level ahead.
Yep. And now this isn't actually never, would I think I saw this, but Timeless Relic on a Slardar. It's probably the best hero they have to pick it up. So
yeah, you're basically going to be perma-stunned between the bashes and the crushes.
Yeah.
There's, oh, hello. Oh,
the Lotus.
Yeah, instantly broken.
It's just so hard for Extremum to do anything. Like, this troll just has so many buffs he's just going to be receiving that are just going to counteract the debuffs that Extremum's trying to throw on him. And yeah, they'll never 100 to 0 him because of the strong dispel, because he has Satanic, he has an Oracle behind. Oh, I didn't even know that was... All right, a lot of these talents, you know, it's tough to remember all of them. I didn't know that one was one. Plus 15 armor on False Promise. That's cool. He's already super tanky.
Yeah.
Give him 15 more.
And honestly, I mean, I don't know what it was before, but it was probably something underwhelming at level 15, right? Was there any crazy... Oh, was it cast range talent on Oracle?
It was cast range, yeah. I think like all of these talents are so much cooler for me because they're actually hero independent. I love it.
All right, well, if you didn't have trouble killing this troll before... Well, that's all as well. Another little nice one.
Got himself a Penta as well, so him standing toe-to-toe with the Lifestealer would also be pretty phenomenal.
He's got money for... I mean, he's getting to the point where he's running out of item slots. I mean, what did you get rid of the Battle Fury for the Skadi? I mean, what are you doing next in your items?
Well, he wanted the Aghanim's Blessing, but he switched it up a little bit here. I mean, we'll see. The next big fight is going to be around that Rosh, and the thing is that Winstrike kills it so fast. Like, the fact that Extremum's even, like, if they show Lifestealer bottom, I feel like Winstrike just immediately commit into the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think they're going to probably do quite soon, as they have scouted it. And yeah, it's going to die in, like, pretty much no time. Oh, they actually messed up the Corrosive, so it'll take a second application for it to actually go on. But it'll die in seconds.
There we go, yeah. Very, very quick refresher shard for Relbal, so he's going to have 2 rounds of the arena in the fight.
Sure. Double arena or even maybe double False Promise or something. I think it's probably Rebel, but yeah, lots of different things that they could do with this one as the lead is starting to get pretty commanding.
I mean, Extremum, what kind of high ground defense they have there? I think a lot of pressure on Chu maybe to find some big echoes. It has sort of been the echo slams that have set up them for some good fights previously. Now doing it.
Yeah, they have to get a wraparound, and they're going to go for it. G as well as Chu taking the whole very long way around to find these two. Panto is already inside of his Shadow Amulet at the ready.
Shashto's getting a good link off onto Duraccio, so they start the fight with a good bit of damage done. They get the jump over towards the line, they take down the line, they get the 2 supports. A perfect wraparound, but of course the buybacks from Winstrike come out with no hesitation. Relbal's back in, has the spear locked down onto the Lifestealer. They're turning straight over towards him. Can they bring him down? Duraccio heading in. He's going to end up in a business himself. Chu comes out with the Echo Slam, though. He's bringing low. Chu! He's been able to keep control of the fight for Extremum. As they take down Cheshire Cat, they take down Relbal. They'll bring Duraccio down the once. Can they do it a second time here? They're going to fully surround him. The link is building up, and there's no help for the troll. Extremum, they're going to hold on as Chu, he's making it work with this Shaker. Every single fight I feel that we've seen go their way has been off the back of a good Echo Slam. Chu continuing to pull them out. At this stage, whilst they were so far behind, now it's been shut down to a 4K lead. A huge team fight swing there for Extremum, thanks to Chu.
Everything that could have gone right in that fight did for the side of Extremum this time. They get the Lotus Orb on Nefrit too. Both Abyssal Blades that Winstrike casted on him actually got reflected back onto themselves too. So they maybe potentially would have at least killed the Lifestealer inside of all that, but nope. Little Lotus Orb, big Echo Slam, huge wrap around it.
Yeah,
exactly
that smoke was...
hope in this one.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had any chance trying to do that front on from the high ground. That smoke making all the difference, and Winstrike not completely prepared for that. As now they're up to the base.
Lifestealer's 25 now himself, even though he's 10,000 gold behind the troll.
And they don't want to buy back Winstrike here. They're going to just let this Rax go. They don't want to spend their buyback with the death times as low as they are. They do a tier 2 still in the side lane, so they don't need to worry about further base damage being done. But a heavy hit there from Extremum. But, you know, in a game where most of the time they've been down 10k, they've been far behind this troll, they're certainly the team that's first to break the base and get a set of racks.
Yep, and just, I mean, bring up the graphs. The graphs tell the entire story of this last situation, too. After we look at this beautiful fight from Extremum, just It's literally perfect. Every little thing that could have gone right does. Rebels reinitiation, it looked decent, but yeah, look at the Lotus Orb.
Oh, here we
coverage.
go. This is the Abyssals.
That's one Abyssal.
Oh, no.
Let's watch Control in a second, too. He's going to run in. He's going to Abyssal himself, too.
I mean, Jirachi, he saw that that Lotus Orb was on there for a long time, you know. Yeah. It wasn't like, I mean, sure, I think if you're Rebel, you could claim, oh, call me by surprise. Jirachi straight up said, yeah, I don't mind Abyssaling myself. Maybe just felt confident because he had the Aegis, but of course, by that time that he was coming up for a second round, his team was not in a position ready to help him out.
No, definitely not.
Dire are scanning.
Even the Grimstroke heal. I actually didn't really point that one out either, but every little thing in those type of instances do kick in. Just that Ink Swell, of course, coming in. Even that nice Dispel, too.
I mean, if G gets his Ags online, that's going to be rather annoying. Got a lot of money after that fight. And so
yep.
Melo. Melo's nearly got 6k gold he's holding on to.
I think I'd actually see him build something different than Ags. You're not into like a super carry that's like this Terrorblade or Morphling or something that actually benefits. Like it's not this crazy illusion. Okay. I think I'd actually like to see him get something else, but we'll see.
Well, just with the Hex or the E-Blade or some sort of damage.
I would like that much better, yeah. Huh? Just any type of control or perfectionist.
This time they'll find Chu. They get the jump onto the shake from the side. BKB, the ult comes out as they'll turn straight over towards Melajul, but and they will manage to dispel the Eon Disc, taking that off him. See Dracho, can he continue to go? Shashlo pushing him back, waiting out the Lotus Orb. They'll lose two, but this time it's going to be Extremum committing the buybacks, trying to turn it around. They've got the control onto Shashlo, though. Shashlo goes down. He does not have a buyback, and Relval, he's able to get out. As the save comes in, Chu, in with another Echo Slam, he's able to take down Panto, but this time the cause of Winstrike, they'll survive, and Dracho, he's ready to go to work onto the Lifestealer. The silence comes out of the two of them, but Relval's back in with the control. Nefrit hexed up by Yamich as they take down the Lifestealer. Two cores down on Extremum, as the rest, they have to run. This time round, Extremum, they try to use their buybacks, but in a similar situation to that of Winstrike in the last fight, the buybacks won't quite allow them to turn things around as Winstrike, they'll get back to coming out on top.
I think Melo should be quite happy that he even scurries away with his life. He almost just gets brought down to full from the Troll and the Oracle at the initial go of the fight. Yeah, this time Extremum, they get jumped. Chu just a little bit out of position. He actually got revealed for a good second and a half, and the Slaughter just is able to go on him. Like they didn't react quickly enough as they all get collapsed on, and Troll's actually able to do his full damage. Sure, long team fights usually benefit Extremum, but he's actually just jumping in.
A little bit deep here. It's fine, he's got a force to get him out. I think at least, Dracho, he's actually still trying to go to it. Go for the kill here. Got the jump on him. He's got BKB and he's got the ult back up in a second. Pop the Abyssal Blade, but the Lotus Orb will reflect it. He's going to pop the ult here. The Fisher blocking them off. Dracho, he's getting stunned. Nefrit, he's been hexed momentarily. They come out with the Crush and the Finger, but it's not enough damage. Nefrit's fine. He's going to look to go straight on towards the Troll. Troll's able to fully heal up thanks to the Satanic, but Nefrit's got the Rage. Good to go again. Chu with a three-man Fisher locks them down, allows Nefrit to take down Dracho. They move over with the X-Well stun towards Yamich. Yamich goes down. Cheshire Cat falls in the mid lane as that's 3 dead. I mean, it's all over the place, this game. This time around, Dracho just running in past the tier 3, trying to cause some chaos at Extreme, and they're happy to bring it straight to him.
He has to hold his ground. He can't run from the Lifestealer, and then the supports just free cast. G as well as Chu just literally sit in the back, spamming their spells over and over and over again onto this Troll. The heals, the stuns. It's enough for Nefrit to actually hold his ground versus this Troll. Even though he's so much less farm than the Troll, they have all that control.
Yeah, I mean, that move was pretty wild, you know.
It was quite crazy.
Just straight in past tier 3s and racks under tier 4s. Let's go. I mean, one of the situations where his teammates are probably not happy that he brought a Swift Blink, because it definitely made him feel like he could just commit pretty wildly into the base.
Yep.
And you're doing that against the Yule's control, against a team with a Shaker, and especially considering how well Chu's played, they're going to punish you for that dive.
Yep, and now Melo's level 25, so look at all these ghosts. We've got the +8 Exorcism Spirits. The buildings are just dropping. Shashlo almost 25 too. Some big mistakes coming out from Winstrike and Extremum, heavily capitalizing with some nice moves, though. I
mean, a game that Winstrike was having a pretty solid hold on, and 2 racks down now. 2 racks down. The gap being closed. We'll see this again. Dracho, he realizes pretty quickly that he probably shouldn't be where he is, but at that point, you know, it's just the fight's gone into disarray. Winstrike, they're panicking, and it's like, well, what do we do? Dracho's trying to get out of there, but Chu's in. And they just can't take down Nefrit. You know, we talked about the survivability of the Troll, but amongst all the action, even with the control that they were able to get off onto this lifesteal, and again, another Hex from Yamich, Finger as well. The lifesteal is too tanky. They can't kill him, and Chu just lining up stun after stun with these beautiful fishes. We'll see another one in a second come out again, and he finds the angle, locks the three of them down, and Nefrit's just got all the time in the world to get these kills.
Yep, and it's the other thing too is like you see this constant healing, even when the lifesteal's stun, you see the constant healing. The Ink Swell, it's just like a 7-second cooldown. There's also creeps. It affects creeps with how much it burst heals. So that whole time, Lifesteal's just healing off of all the targets that he's actually getting hit with that Ink Swell, which is probably what gives him that insane survivability. As these fights continuing to be pretty insane.
Cheshire Cat, he's going to drop the ward down. But they stay with the fish, they're going to try and they jump on him, but Dracho's going to come in with the counterplay, looks towards Nefrit, but the Bastion's coming out, Arena's down, it will trap them, but Shashna's got the BKB committing over the standing, they'll use the force to break Dracho safely off to the side. As they'll back off, nobody to fall here. Both teams able to disengage.
Winstrike ulti was used though. EXTREMUM still has their big ultimates available, the Exorcism as well as the Echo Slam, still at the ready.
Minute and a half till Roche. That will be the very important next play here for both teams. As, oh, Cheshire Cat. He's getting gone on. See if they can catch it. Cheshire's going to jump in. He's going to look for the Shaker. They get the control. They take down Chu. An important kill, removing the Shaker from the team fight. And now Dracho, he's panicking. The stun's dead. Nefrit comes in with the bash. Is there any help for him? There's not.
Gone.
Panto couldn't get in range as Mello was running him down, and Panto, he was having a split. He was not able to get in to help out his Troll.
The BKB gets popped. It's that 6-second duration. It gets popped early at the start of the fight, and then that's where G's like, oh,
always
beautiful.
The buyback.
Versus a Troll, he can just get those silences. They forced a buyback to try to fight around what they think could be that Roche that's up.
Yeah, it's up in about 30 seconds, and they know that the buyback's still on cooldown for Shaker. So Chu can't turn up to the fight, Ghosts are down. So buying back to secure the Roche, which in all honesty, they probably will. I think it's rather hard for EXTREMUM with 4 of them to push Winstrike away from the pit. They may try to. We'll see if they do try to. If they get away with it, it's going to be pretty huge. But there's the jump. There is straight away onto Death Prophet. The Arena's down, looking at the fourth. The Bashasha commits with the BKB. The Battle Trance comes out, but this Link is there. Dracho, he was Lotus though, so at the moment, effectively not losing too much damage at all. Hex control out to Nefrit. The false promise coming out rather early onto Dracho, keeping him safe. The stun, getting Lotus back. Dracho, can he quite finish off Nefrit? He's focusing him down. Can they bring down the lifesteal? And they can. Nefrit goes down. Now they turn over towards the Death Prophet, but the damage from the Ghost and Shashno, it's too much for Dracho. The Troll is out of the game for 2 minutes. Yamich, he's trying to get back in on this. The silence out. He blinks to the side. The flicker allows him the time to get the stun. Cheshire Cat's in with the follow-up. The crush comes down. They burst down the Death Prophet there with the God's Rebuke. Now they go over towards the Razor. But there's 3 down at the moment on EXTREMUM. Buyback comes out from Melojul. Shashlo, he's trying to step back up. Has to be a bit wary of the blinks, yeah.
They're going to re-go. They're thinking about it still here. They're going to get their gem back, and they can go into this Roche and still kill it. Cheshire Cat, he survives. They still have Rumble.
Big moves there.
What a crazy fight.
I mean, a lovely kill onto Melojul there from Yamich. Gets silenced, but having that flicker so able to remove and getting a new position, you know, still lends up Lotusing, stunning himself. But just enough for Chu. Is he going to get Jim? He's going to get the steal? Is he able to pick anything up, Chu? He got the cheese. Nothing else. Nothing else. It was a good attempt there, but not quite soon enough as Winstrike able to get the Aegis. And of course the Aghanim's the big one as well. Who did that end up going towards? Who was able to get the grab on that? They're going to save it for the Troll.
I think the Mars. I actually would like if he takes it too with this build, right?
He did, yeah. Mars has got it right.
Yeah. Because you can just pop out that Bulwark the whole time to be doing even more damage in the fights and be a bigger nuisance as well. That refresher was clutch from Mello in that last fight. It almost ends up winning it for them because he does get it right before the fight kicks off with Exorcism, but jeez, these fights are crazy.
This is a wild game. 52 minutes in right now. Look at that. All over the place, this graph. And, you know, we're still sat at 2K difference in the gold. Win probability also been all over the place, reached about 80% at the moment for that of Winstrike.
I'm just checking out all the talents that people are starting to receive too.
Any
We
crazy
see
stuff?
Cheshire Cat, he's got the big one. Level 25, Corrosive Haze, Undispellable. So
That's
these Lotuses,
best one in the game.
they're still going to be able to reflect and all that, but this is probably the most impactful
Yeah.
25 that we have now added for this.
Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
A bit of status resistance will help a little bit. How long you've got to deal with it on you, but chances are it's going to come straight back on. He's going to keep that on you 100% at the time.
Yep. That's going to make it a lot harder for them to actually stand toe-to-toe versus this troll. Because a lot of times it's getting like slightly dispelled for like a second or two here. It gets reapplied. But those slight seconds, it's massive. As we see how much Nefrit's been able to survive in a lot of these fights. Yeah, this is going to be a big one. They also buy Rebel. He buys out. He buys an overwhelming blink too. So this Mars, it's going to be annoying. It's going to be really annoying and really disruptive for these non-BKBs, these supports in particular. What's going to happen from that overwhelming blink? He's just going to kill them in a blink and a rebuke, and the supports may just die.
I mean, can EXTREMUM even afford to go for a move whilst they've got the Aegis on Winstrike?
They're going to try to do something sneaky. They have the double refreshers. They have the refresher also on Shashlo for his double ult with his Aghanims. So lots of uncontrollable damage coming out from EXTREMUM in the fights. The ghosts as well as the double Ags Rezo.
We're going to have the BKB and the Link come out, but immediately the Lotus Orb was there straight away, so he's not going to suffer too much from that Link at all. Mellow committing with the Ghost straight in on the backlines, but they've lost the Shaker. There's no Chu. Chu comes in with the buyback, silenced out onto the Troll. He's getting low, but the False Promise comes out from Panto, keeping Dracho in fighting shape as he turns over all Shashlo. Shashlo's BKB about to come to an end. They've got the Stone Control and the Finger out onto Nefrit. They're focusing down the Lifestealer. Can they bring him down in time? Spear over to the side, they'll trap him under the tree, but Chu's got the Fisher angle, takes down the Slaughter, but they've lost Melojul. Nefrit's trying to go towards Railbill, will manage to take down the line as it's 2 dead for 2 minutes on Winstrike. EXTREMUM, they've got to try and get this Lifestealer out of here, or maybe not. Nefrit's thinking about turning back into this. He knows there's only 3 alive on Winstrike. The Phantom's Embrace out onto Railbill. When they get into him, he's in the trees. He's able to get the blink off in time as Railbill's away. Chu, see if he can find the Fisher controls. Panto, he's holding his breath here.
Chu, he's dying. Rebel's gonna get him. He's actually got him.
All right, so diebacks all over the place here. 2 dead on both teams for quite a while. Panto will be able to TP back in 15 seconds.
Okay, so the Troll actually looked like he was going to die. I think they passed off the refresher to him in the midst of the fight. He gets a second battle trance off and ends up surviving because of it. Panto will die, though, also a dieback. Down for 2 minutes nearly.
Wait, how did they know he was still down there? I guess they
just knew.
They did a... Yeah, no, still cooldown the scan. Yeah, how do they know he was in there? Maybe
he got stuck there initially.
Sure, that they kept track of the fact that he was trapped there earlier. Huh? All right, well, he's dead, and he does not have buyback. So actually a pretty big find, because now the 2 cores left up from Winstrike, they're fighting without the backup of the Oracle. As EXTREMUM make a very big brain play and check the trees and kill him before he's able to TP back.
See Rebel?
Gonna make the jump in, Dracho. Gonna put the BKB. The Link coming out. Battle Trance in place. And he's actually gonna start backing away towards the end of the BKB as Nefrit. He's trying to take down the Rags. It's very, very tanky. He's continuing to focus. We're actually gonna have a pause come out.
He's just auto-attacking. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going on with Rebel? He's just standing inside the Inkswast on it. But yeah, it just seems to be a DC, and my God, what a crazy fight. I was trying to keep track of everything. It's actually getting so hard with the refreshers being passed off, double Oracle ults.
Now, let's see, check this out again. Yeah, so they
was nuts. Yeah,
well, we did see, actually, it was Melojul was spam pinging the trees. So the DP obviously has seen Panto head into the trees. So Melojul, look, we'll see, he continues to ping. He's like, guys, he's still down here. He's still down here. So smart awareness there from Melo.
Okay, so I mean, both teams seem to be doing it a lot, actually. Mostly the Earthshaker and the Oracle, but they're just Shadow Amulet. They're just, like, in the midst of these fights where all this crap is happening, there's no sentries and gems are taken out, they're just Shadow Amuleting and trying to survive versus these crazy farmed cores.
Oh, back in action here. Just a little unfortunate with the timing of this pause. One thing that did happen just now, the Link came out, but it was actually onto Relbel. So Dracho still has his full damage to work with. if there's any chance of them committing. And no settling for 15 seconds. I mean, do you think these two, can they commit onto Nefrit here? Or is Nefrit fine? I mean, Rage is still on cooldown for 10 seconds. Like, is this lifestealer in any trouble?
I don't think he should be. I think he should still be fine because he has Lotus, he has the protection too.
There's no mana.
G is out of mana. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, I think he should back. And Slaughter's up in 15. Okay, yeah. And I think Nefrit starts to probably get away immediately after this ink spawns.
Between G and Shasha, they've got 3 eyes, Gemma's true sights here, you know. So.
They do. And G's carrying too. Look at
they
that.
got 3 of them here. So making a nice little collection, the 2 of them. But yeah, this looks a little spooky. I mean, does the lifestealer die here, or is he fine? Well, what do you reckon?
Rebel's going to get stunned.
Yeah.
Right now from the ink swell, so he's going to be stunned for a very long time. I think it should connect also onto the troll because the AoE radius is massive at level 25 on the grim.
But if he starts running, Dracho will have blink up in a couple of seconds.
So
he could chase him out of the base. Could chase him out of the base. I'll say it.
Well, at least we get to see the fight again. We get to see the chaos. And Chu dying on the side, and we see the fight from the troll. I think the biggest thing is watching his inventory is he swaps in the refresher at some point, like pretty soon, right around here, because he's dying. You see the false promise. He's not getting healed enough. Pops a second Satanic, pops a second BKB, pops a second Rampage, pops a second Battle Trance, and it will keep him alive. Because otherwise he dies if they don't get that second one off. What a wild fight.
Wild stuff. I mean, it's still just crazy to see that there's only 1k gold in it at 56 minutes in both teams. I mean, if you had to sort of call it the moment, who is going to take this game? You know, Winstrike, for all the holding lead that they had, the farm they have on Dyrachyo, you know, EXTREMUM giving an insanely good fight, despite how big the troll is. I mean, who's taking this one?
Just from like a feel, EXTREMUM with the way that they did that comeback, in the top lane, they have to be feeling so amped up right now. I feel like that could be something that drives them for this win, but hey, who knows? This one is really up to so many small things inside of the fights. It's gonna come down to someone missing buyback or something like that. Or hey, maybe 60-minute items. Maybe we get maybe we get Giant's rings on Lifestealer, no Giant's ring on Mars or Troll or something. Like, who knows? We could have some crazy stuff kicking off very soon here.
Well, so this ain't great. Hopefully he's back soon. Of course, rules are rules, and 10-minute pause time has collectively over the duration of this game nearly been built up by Winstrike. So only a minute left here for Rebel to reconnect. Otherwise, the game's going to have to go on. So hopefully he returns. Yamich does say he's coming, so fingers crossed.
Let's also hope that EXTREMUM would be like, you know what? We don't want to unpause. This game has gotten so hyped that we don't want to give it to a 4v5.
Yeah, but you know. We'll
but a free win is a free win. You can't really give that up.
No, exactly. It's not up to the players. It's up to the rules and the admins. And,
absolutely.
You know, if the game plays on, you've got to keep playing on to your best ability. So we'll see. Reconnecting now. He's going to make it. Hopefully he's going to make it. 1 min only. I mean, well, they're getting a minute. A minute's a minute. You know, there's we don't do any deals here. We stick to the rule books. Oh, there we go. G's being nice. I mean, of course, the players are allowed to do this. They're absolutely allowed to do this. There's no pressure on them to do this. But the sportsmanship, it is there from G. So respect to him. Doesn't have to do this. Absolutely doesn't. There's no pressure, but they can, of course. You know, the admin can't say, well, you're not allowed to pause. If they want to pause, they can pause. Okay, okay, never mind. Ignore what I said. Apparently not. You can't give them your pause. Okay, I thought, you know, I mean, okay. I feel like if you wanted to, you just pause the game and say, hey, yeah, we need to pause toilet, or, you know, a cat jumps on a keyboard. But, all right, I don't know. He's back anyway. It's all good. He's back anyway, and still shout out to G there. He had good intentions.
I'm going to ask a dumb question. Those 5 minutes, it's for each specific game, or is it is it per series?
Well, I believe, according to the admin, there was 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes in a game.
It's 10 minutes.
Which is pretty bad. I thought it was only 5 minutes,
though.
10 minutes, apparently.
This is like the Rebel is just DCing a lot. Like,
yeah, that's true now. Don't DC again. Could be a bit spooky.
Yep. Okay, no Shaker, 15 seconds, no Oracle, 30. Winstrike still looking for perhaps a jump, but they're on top of all this ward vision.
There we have it. And they go for the side. They're going to get a jump on G, but G's got the ult. Just go to the side. They'll get on top of the line. The line's gone. Dead for 90 seconds here, Yamich. See that the Chastro trying to go here for the Grim Stroke. They get the send back, but Chastro puts the refresher. Ready to go with the static link. Draining the troll. Taking down Chastro's damage. Choosing for the Echo Sound. They bring them down. 4 dead on Winstrike. None of them with buyback. As EXTREMUM should have a pretty good route here to close the game up. As there's no buybacks available.
So much more.
And an exposed thrown.
And they've got
with
it.
An exorcism.
They've
and the
got
big
it
GG
here.
from Rebel. He just reconnected and he gives the big GG.
Reconnected for this feels bad. But there we go. Game 2, Extremum, they will do it. And beautifully done.